In the early hours of August 7, 2005, a quiet city in Brazil was about to become the setting for one of the most audacious heists in history. Fortaleza, a vibrant coastal city, was shaken to its core when a group of robbers pulled off a burglary that would leave the world in disbelief. So grab your popcorn because this story is one for the books. Picture this: a group of thieves meticulously planning every detail, like a scene straight out of a Hollywood movie. But this was real life. The target? The Banco Central, home to an estimated $70 million sitting in a vault, just waiting to be taken. It all started with a rented house, just a few kilometers away from the bank. For 3 months, the gang worked tirelessly, digging a tunnel that would lead them straight into the vault. And this wasn't just any tunnel, it was an engineering marvel. Using shovels, buckets, and sheer determination, they created a 78-meter-long passageway that required absolute precision. Imagine the dedication. They even had to navigate through the city's sewer system to avoid detection. As the days turned into weeks, the gang made sure to cover their tracks. They enlisted the help of a couple of local workers who had no idea what was really going on. They took care of the digging while the gang planned their grand entrance into the bank. The level of secrecy and deception was mind-boggling, and yet they pulled it off without a hitch. Finally, the day arrived. It was a Sunday, a day when the bank was closed and the streets were eerily quiet. The robbers made their way to their makeshift tunnel, adrenaline pumping through their veins. After crawling through the dark, cramped space, they emerged right in front of the vault, ready to make their move. Now, you might be wondering how they managed to crack the vault code. The gang had insider knowledge. They had studied the bank's security systems and knew exactly how to bypass them. With tools in hand, they got to work, drilling and cutting their way through the vault door. The sound of metal grinding against metal echoed in the chamber, but their confidence was unshakable. After hours of hard work, they finally broke through. What they saw next? Piles of cash, gold bars, and valuables worth millions. It was a treasure trove, and they were in heaven. They stuffed bags full of cash, filling them to the brim, and all of this took place in the dead of night, under the cover of darkness. Can you imagine the thrill? But the clock was ticking. They knew they had to move fast. As they made their way back through the tunnel, they could feel the weight of their haul. They had just pulled off a heist that would go down in history. But here's the kicker. They didn't just disappear into the night. They had a plan for their escape. They emerged from the tunnel in a remote area where a getaway vehicle awaited them as they sped away from the scene.